Yo, what is up guys? Austin Gelhar with AG Fitness. Here, gonna get a back day in. It's been a minute since I've been here in Los, the gym I work out at. I was traveling in Mexico, but now I'm back. I'm gonna use some real equipment and get after it. So, like I said, we're hitting back today. We're gonna warm it up and see what happens. You're rolling, we're rolling, we're rolling. All right guys, for the warm up today, we're gonna be doing some face pulls and then we're gonna be doing some leg lifts on the bench. Goal here, warm up traps, shoulders, a little bit of lats, and then hitting those leg lifts on the bench. The main focus there is just to kind of get some more core activation so that we can start off and move right into some heavier lifts. So we're gonna go light weights here, 3 sets, 10 reps each rep, 10 reps, 3 sets, 10 reps of each movement. And then from there, we're gonna move into some heavier horizontal rowing. So like I said, we're gonna start here and get after it. On those leg lifts, you can do them on the floor if you want. I like doing them on a bench because I get my hands behind me, really lock myself down and let my abs do the work versus sometimes if you're just laying on the floor, if you don't have something behind you, it's harder to get that stabilization to keep that core engaged versus on that bench, you can kind of do it the whole time. And it adds a little bit more difficulty to it. So that's why I like using a bench. All right, we're gonna go one more set here, bump the weight up a little bit, increase that difficulty as we go through the warm up. That was our 3 rounds. We're gonna go over to the row machine, focusing on some lats to start out, and then we'll move into those like traps, upper back, mid back. So some people have been asking me about ab training. I honestly, that right there is about the extent of my ab training. I'll use it in my warm-ups depending on the day, but I'll be honest, I don't ever really do a core day. I get my core workouts through my lifts. I'm bracing, I'm engaging, while I'm in the middle of my squatting, my rowing, my benching, different things like that. Because movement starts here, okay? If I have a newer client who's newer to working out and newer to the gym, then we will do ab movements so that they can learn how to brace their core. But to be completely honest, outside of my warm-ups for myself, I don't ever do abs. So abs are made in the kitchen. You don't get a 6-pack from doing crunches or leg lifts. You get a 6-pack from eating right, doing your cardio, intensity in the gym, and then it comes over time. So just a little tip. We're gonna go hit some rows now. We're gonna be kind of doing like a mid to low row here, working on the lat. Just gonna dive right in. 10 to 12 reps-ish. We'll see how this feels. We're gonna be working on that pause and that contraction. Again, I'm gonna be really keeping my chest forward on this, trying to squeeze through here, and try to keep momentum out of my row. Okay, set 2. On these, again, with all lat focus rows, I'm always trying to drive my elbows down. So as I'm here, I'm trying to drive this down into my hip and back behind me, and that's how we find that lat engagement. If you're having a hard time like finding that squeeze in the lat, drop weight, go lighter, and work through those reps until you can actually feel a good contraction. And then once you learn how to get that good contraction, start increasing your weight and do it that way. Quality over quantity. A good rep at a lighter weight is a lot better than just trying to lift heavy and not getting the muscle contraction that you want. So set 3 here. My goal is not to drop weight at all on these, so bear with these reps. If you get like that burn right in here, that's how you know you're doing it right, okay? Like it should feel like something's trying to like crawl out. I'm a big fan of intra-workout carbs right now. So during my workout, I do like a Gatorade or something like that. I'm in a hot debate with the front desk person here, her name's Brandy, about the best Gatorade. I think it's the white Gatorade, it's the best Gatorade. Let me know what you think is the best Gatorade. If it's not the white Gatorade, you might probably most likely be wrong. Maybe Gatorade will sponsor me now. One shout out. Here we go, lightweight. Those last ones was just get the reps out. I kind of hit fatigue, and so my main goal is move the weight, finish, get the 12 reps, and then let them go. So they don't always have to look pretty. So that last row, we are in that kind of underhand here. On this row, we're gonna be going more into like a neutral position on the grip, just to kind of get more of a natural pathway on that row. So again, same thing, we're gonna do probably 4 sets, 10 to 12 reps. Again, working on that contraction. So nice, slow control is the name of the game. I'm curious for you guys, if you're fans of courtesy plates, where you like leave 845 on the equipment, or if you're more like clean up, take off all the plates from the weights. Let me know. I take all the weights off every single time. Some people like a courtesy plate. Don't know if it actually matters. I just thought about it. So the last time I used this machine, there's this pin right here that locks the chair into place, and I didn't have it in, and I was like rowing, and I finished my last set, and I like dropped the weights, and this whole chair just went, and I like fell out of it backwards. It was so funny. I wish we could have gotten that on video. I was so embarrassed. Ever since then, I locked the chair in place now. Safety first. All right, so more of that neutral grip right here. Again, pulling in, hitting that squeeze. That felt really good. We'll go up just a touch. So when I was on vacation, I lost like 5 pounds, which I know is funny. Most people don't lose weight on vacation, but I wasn't able to like really stay on like my nutrition. Wasn't eating as much, wasn't able to work out as much. And so came back in, whatever, a week and a half ago, and now I'm back up to where I was. So stoked about that, but it's just crazy, like for myself, like I'm eating 5,000 calories a day and it's still hard for me to gain weight. I just burn it so quick, and so progressively trying to increase that food over time and hopefully put on some more pounds as I do it. We'll see what happens though. All right, set 3. feeling really good today. We're doing one more set here. I will say, if this looks similar to my other back workouts, because it is, all my workouts are gonna stay relatively the same. I'll increase sets, reps, decrease sets, reps, increase weight, decrease weight. So I'll change what I'm exactly doing with that movement. But to be quite honest, it never really changes that much. And so one of the reasons I was a little nervous starting this YouTube channel off the first off was because everyone in the fitness industry is always posting new stuff every single week, every single day, new workouts, new movements, where it's realistically, you don't progress by changing things up every single day. You progress by creating what you're doing every single day and making it more difficult as the time goes on, whether it's faster, heavier, slower, changing up how that intensity looks. But yeah, I mean, my workouts look the same. Even my training blocks look relatively the same. I'll throw in more cardio on some, less cardio. But yeah, consistency, doing the same thing day in and day out, that gets you progressively closer to your goals, not flashy Instagram stuff. So everything we've been doing so far has been bilateral. So we've been using both arms at the same time. Now we're gonna move into unilateral and really focus on just that individual squeeze. So I like using unilateral stuff to build some more symmetry. When you're pulling bilaterally, a lot of times you'll have one side that's dominant and will kind of take over that movement as you fatigue, versus when we go unilateral stuff, you actually have to force each muscle to finish completion to each rep without having that other arm or other leg or whatever to cheat you on that rep. So it's important to do bilateral work, and it's also really important to do unilateral work. On that one, really focus on being stationary. We get that stretch, slight twist, let that arm come all the way forward, and then we stay neutral, and all that work comes right in here. I pull that shoulder blade back, I push that elbow down, and we get that squeeze. And so a lot more stationary. Also, this is really good ab work too, because you're forced to stabilize right here when you're rowing that weight. And so again, I don't train abs that often. I do things like this that incorporate my core, and I have to brace and then use it that way. So, all right, again, we're gonna do 4 sets here, 10 to 12. I up that weight. This is surprisingly feeling light, so I'm just gonna keep upping up that weight, make it more difficult. Sometimes just train intuitively, go in with a plan, and then change that plan as things happen. If you're feeling strong, go up and weight. You don't have to do what you did last week, okay? All right, we're gonna go one more set here, then we'll keep moving on. It's feeling good today. I don't know. Yeah. Bright in the gym, people are happy, I'm happy. Let's hit some vertical pulling now. So a little lat rhomboid, So most of the time when I'm doing my lifts, I like to think of like what is like natural human movement pathways. So it's just like, if I'm gonna do some sort of like row, personally, I don't like having my hands out this way, because like this is a much more natural, having that slight tilt in, having your thumbs tilted in is much more of a natural pulling method than having those thumbs out. And so I know there's like different ideas on like your different grips and how that like trains the muscle. But for me personally, I like doing that more just like natural grip for how that movement works through that pull or push. So I'm starting to feel pretty fatigued after the volume we've been doing. And so these last 2 things we're gonna do today is gonna be 3 sets. Again, 10 to 12 reps. Backing off the volume a little bit now for these, just so I can keep that form good and keep pushing that muscle to failure. On that, I'm kind of slightly angling myself out away to get more lat focus. So coming back here, working more at that bottom of the lat. So again, depending on how you position, if we're here, we're working more on that top. If we angle ourselves back, more of that mid, bottom in the movement. So positioning changes how you train the muscle. At the end of the day, the whole muscle is gonna work or not work. But just like how you target it, I think can be effective in my opinion. So again, there's different schools of thoughts. Working on my posing, I can definitely tell that I don't have much left in the tank, so I don't need to push it on this. So we're just gonna do a drop set here. T-bar row, close grip, back's gonna be nice and flat. Throw some plates on, 6 reps, take a plate off, 6 reps, take a plate off, 6 reps, okay? And so we'll go 2 sets here, kind of burn out whatever's left in the tank and then call it a day. Go one more. I'm gonna take a minute here or 2, and then we'll finish this. That's it. That's all I got. Now we're gonna go into abs. And by abs, I mean I'm just gonna lie here and relax. All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. If you wanna give this back workout a try, by all means, go nuts. It was a fun one. I feel absolutely gassed after that one. So it's a great finisher. And if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Keep up to date on what's going on with my workouts. And try one of these workouts for yourself, guys. And then check out austingellahard.com. There could be some fun stuff there. I don't know. Give it a look. Anyways, I'll see you guys. Peace.